What is up, you guys? You're watching Sergio's Secret. Before I get started with today's video, I will be doing Q's and A's every Friday. The next one is going to be on Black Friday, so I'll be leaving my Instagram handle down below and you guys can DM me any questions that you guys have. And without further ado, let's get started with today's video. So today's video, I suggest you guys get something to drink. Estoy tomando un Celsius because today we're definitely going to have a very honest and transparent conversation. You guys know I always keep it real. I think something that I have that a lot of other people don't have is maybe a little bit of compassion and integrity. You cannot buy a Sergio's Secret review. You cannot buy Sergio's Secret anything. If it goes against my integrity, I won't do it. I'm not like here like other YouTubers doing, you know, Temu reviews that we all know people don't use those products, but that's neither here nor there. So therefore, that's why I'm kind of explaining myself. Today is going to be luxury shopping habits that was keeping me poor, and not in a sense where I was broke every month or I was like financially poor. These were just things that I would just spend unnecessary money on, and shopping mistakes that I have done in the past that I don't do now. A lot of you guys know I started my shopping habits at 16, and obviously when you don't grow up with having a lot of money, you just feel like you overcompensate for the things that you didn't have growing up. And so I feel like that's where a lot of my shopping habits came from, and I have corrected all these shopping habits within the last maybe 2 to 3 years. I have definitely been a lot better in my shopping habits. You guys see in my channel, I don't buy as much. I have more of a capsule wardrobe. When I see clothing, I see the purpose, and if I don't really use it within that season for the item, so like a coat, if I don't wear this coat within the season, I get rid of it. So therefore, these are shopping habits that was definitely keeping me poor, that was definitely keeping me, you know, spending extra money that I really didn't have to. Things that I could have put on my Roth IRA, could have put in a savings account, X, Y, and Z. So let's go ahead and get started, and let me know if you guys have done any of these mistakes. I think all of us that have done luxury shopping or just shopping in general have done at least, I want to say, maybe 3 or 4 of these mistakes. And obviously this is a learning game for everybody. This is a learning game for myself, so therefore I'm being a little bit more vulnerable and talking about things like this, and I also want to see how this video is going to perform. So if you guys want to see more videos like this, definitely let me know down below. So the first one is, yo no tenía los huevos to say no, or I was embarrassed to say no when going into stores or talking to sales associate. When I would go into Neiman Marcus, or when I would go into Coach, or if I would go into X, Y, and Z. I just felt like if I knew the sales associate personally, I don't know, I always felt like the obligation to always buy something, or if I always got invited to some sort of a brand event, I just always felt like I had to purchase something even if I didn't really want anything. I feel like a huevo, I had to buy something. Or if I was on vacation, when I was, you know, let's just use this as an example. When I was in Monterrey, I just felt like I want to go buy something from El Palacio Hierro. I want to buy something from Palacio Hierro just so I can say that I bought something from El Palacio Hierro. Ask me when was the last time I used that Hermes hat, and ask me when was the last time I used that Hermes wallet that I bought from El Palacio Hierro. It's still in the box. So that's what I'm trying to say. Like, I would just necessarily say no when I would go to a store, start a conversation. I just didn't have the balls just to walk away. I always felt like I had to like buy something, and so that's something that I don't do anymore. When I go into stores, I don't, like, I look at things and I see if it's gonna work for my life, but then I can walk away. You know what, I'm just looking right now, I'm not looking to purchase today. I'll let you know if I need anything, because, you know, as me as a associate, I don't like when people waste my time. So maybe that's how I feel when I go into stores, but nowadays I'm a little bit more direct. Like, I'm just looking to look at this, and that's about it, and within 5 minutes I'm in and out the store. Especially if it's something on my wish list, for example, a Carolina Herrera handbag or a Totem handbag. I go and look at it, see if it's something that I want, and then I'll walk away. But I don't know, I used to not be able to say, you know, oh, I'm not looking for something. I always felt like I had to buy, but that's not something that I do anymore. Second one was FOMO, the fear of missing out. And this goes with, let's say you go into a store and they do a gift with purchase, or it was limited edition, some sort of FOMO reasons. I just had FOMO all the time, and this goes with like things outside of shopping too. Like, if my friends were going to Austin for the weekend, if my friends were going to this fancy restaurant, my friends were doing this and that, I just always had the fear of missing out, and I felt like a hamster wheel. These things I'm listing, I just consistently felt like a hamster wheel. I felt like I had to keep on going and going and going and going and going and going and going, and for a hot second you do get a little burnt out. The second bad shopping habit that I had was just the fear of missing out. The third bad shopping habit was buying things that didn't fit me proper. So I would go and buy things, like I said, limited edition, or maybe I bought something online and I needed to wear it that same night or within the week, and you know, whatever reason, like, you know, I won't get it in time, I need it for this trip, X, Y, and Z. I would always consistently buy things that wouldn't fit me at all, or I would be like, I'm a size 26 in mother jeans, so all the jeans have to be a 26. If it's a 27, I'm not gonna buy it. I'm not gonna wear it. I have to be a size 26 in mother jeans. I have to be a 28 in mousy jeans. If it don't fit into it, if I have to go a size larger, even though it may look better, it fits better, and I'm more comfortable, in my head, I always have to get the same size Oh, and Veronica Beard, I have to be a size 6 in the blazer. I have to be a size 6. If I have to go to 8 or 10, I'm not buying it. Or I'm buying a size 6 and then it looks very, I feel uncomfortable. The jacket, I like loose clothing, so the jacket fits super, super tight. It doesn't look flattering. And that was a bad shopping habit that I had, was just, you know, within buying things online, or I needed things right then and there, or if I wanted instant gratification, I would consistently buy things that don't fit me properly. And this goes for any category. This goes for handbags, this goes for shoes, buying the shoes the wrong size, buying handbags that I knew that weren't gonna work out, you know, that I knew that it was too small, I knew that it was too big, you know, buying jackets that were too small, buying jackets that were too big, just anything. I would just always buy things that were very improper. And so now when I go and I buy clothing, nowadays, I'm okay with, you know, if they don't have it in the store, to ship it to my address. I don't necessarily mind walking out with nothing. I don't necessarily mind if I go to TJ Maxx and, you know, I try on, let's say, a Veronica Beard blazer in a size 6. If it doesn't fit me, even though if it's a great price, I'm just gonna simply walk away and not buy it, because at the end of the day, it may be a good deal, but it just doesn't look good on you. Especially me, since I do wear mostly women's clothing. You have to make sure the item looks good. You never want to look disproportionate. You never want to look awkward. And so for me, that was a really bad habit, regardless if the clothes were super big or super. And most of my clothing that I get nowadays, especially jeans and trousers, I definitely get them tailored to how I want them. But that was a really bad shopping habit that I had. I would consistently be buying clothes that didn't fit me. Number 4 is going to be buying things for the brand and not for the actual item, or buying something from a brand just so I can say that I have something from that brand. And let's use Miu Miu as an example. I think maybe like 2 years ago, I went to the Prada outlet and I bought a Miu Miu wallet. I knew that I didn't need another wallet. I knew that I didn't really need the wallet. I knew that I was gonna change it out like a week after I was done purchasing it. I knew that. Or the Miu Miu glasses, that's another perfect example. I knew that I didn't like the fit. I knew that they weren't gonna go with a lot. I knew that it was gonna clash with a lot of the other items that I had. But I just wanted to buy something just so I can have the pretty pink box, or just so I can say that I have something from Miu Miu. And so I would definitely buy like the cheapest item. Like those are lower price point items. Let me rephrase that. A wallet $260, the glasses maybe $400 or $500, just so I can say something from Miu Miu. So I can say, oh, I'm a Miu Miu girl, I have something from Miu Miu. And that was really a bad shopping habit. I would buy things just so I can say, oh, I bought this, you know, shirt from Brunello Cucinelli, even though it looks hideous, it doesn't look good, it doesn't look flattering, just so I can say it's Brunello Cucinelli. Or I would buy, you know, this goes with a lot of items. This goes with anything. I would just buy things for the brand and not necessarily for the design. And this was a really bad habit that I did have when I worked at Nordstrom Rack. When I worked at Nordstrom Rack, there would be a lot of things that would come through, a lot of things that didn't look flattering, a lot of things, reasons why they were 80-90% off, plus, you know, clear the rack or my employee discount. It didn't matter, but I just said that I had, just so I can say that I had something from the brand, or it was really cheap. And so for me, I was buying things for the brand just so I can say it's from the brand, and not necessarily something that I actually really wanted, or something that I knew wasn't going to go well with my wardrobe, or wasn't going to match anything, and that I'll have to buy other items to complete a look, which is things that I don't want, or things that I don't want to spend money on. Our fifth worst shopping habit that I had was definitely shopping during my lunch hour. I would go in maybe to Nordstrom Rack, I would go into, you know, X, Y, and Z, TJ Maxx, I would go into Marshalls, I would go into, you know, Zara, I would go into Aritzia, you know, oh my god, maybe like, or Sephora, oh my god, maybe like I can spend under $100. Let me go buy like something cute from our Zara so I can wear to go out this Friday night. Let me go to, you know, H&M to buy some jeans or whatever. Let me go to this store, let me go to that store for whatever reason that I needed to buy something. I would buy things during my lunch hour that I had no business in buying, and 9 times out of 10 I didn't return the item. I would go to my lunch, especially on Fridays and Saturday nights, you know, during my lunch hour, I would go and be like, I want to buy something cute to wear tonight. I would buy something that didn't go with my wardrobe, something that didn't go with my closet, something kind of like a wow piece for that night, and then I would never wear it again and it would be stuck in my closet. And I have quite a bit of Zara pieces, I have quite a bit of H&M, quite a bit of fast fashion items that are definitely like that, where I would definitely go to my lunch hour and I would buy things just so I can have a moment to be like, oh my god, I just bought this tonight to wear tonight, I feel so cute, just for it to be in the back of the closet. So that's a bad shopping habit that I had. I don't do that anymore. I only really buy things on my lunch if it's something that I know that I would get multiple uses out of. But then also my lunches are kind of short, so I don't really like to buy things. I prefer to go, if I need to go shopping, I would either go shopping before work or after work, just so I have time to try it on, I can think about it, I don't feel rushed. Or I'll go during my lunch and try something on and then maybe put it on hold, and then after, you know, I finish the rest of my work shift, and then, you know, if I want it, I go back and get it. But that was a really bad shopping habit, is during my lunch hour I would definitely go hammer. And this was bad when I worked at North Park, because I would go to shops at Park Lane across the street. I'll go to Saks Off 5th, Bloomingdale's Outlet, Nordstrom Rack, the St. Bernard Outlet, and I would shop it all the way up, Home Goods. And that's something that I don't do anymore. Or, you know, like I said, I may browse, keep it, put it on hold, or think about it, and then if I really want it, I will go back and purchase it. The number 6 worst shopping habit that I really had was definitely buying things to prove myself to people that I don't really care about. And I think a lot of these have to do with like maturity as well. I think like I've matured in the decisions that I make now. I feel like I definitely, maybe in my younger, well, yes, it is true, more younger, I would definitely buy things that I feel like I had to prove myself. Oh my god, I'm making this amount of money, I have this amount of money in my bank account, I can buy this, I can buy that, like, oh yeah, look at me, look at that. Like, I would consistently feel like I had to prove other people's point of view, when I don't really do that anymore. Right now, I don't really care about other people's opinion. I don't really care. I've never been the type of person to care, but I would say that was a little bit of an insecurity of mine. But like I said, I think this has to do with just being maturing, and just how time flies. I don't know, I feel like I would have to buy things to prove things to people, especially people that don't matter. Because now, like, in my life, like, I have definitely been in my soft girl era. That's a whole other video. I have been super chilling, I've been relaxing and just kind of doing my own thing. And so for me, I just feel like I'm reflecting on a lot of things, and I don't know why that was something that I did. I would always consistently have to buy things to prove things. People that don't even matter, people that don't give a fuck about you. Pardon my language. So, you know, that's not something that I do. I don't have to prove anything to anybody. I'm content. I know who I am. I know where I'm from, and I know where I'm going. Not me singing Jenny from the Block, but you guys know what I mean. And I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one that feels this way. Like I said, I'm pretty confident nowadays. I don't really care about a lot of things. I let things go. Karma gets people. I don't prove anything to anybody. But I would say even as of early as of 2 years ago, that was something that I did do. I think number 7, the worst shopping habit, this is probably the worst one out of all of them, was definitely shopping sale. Sell, 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 sell. Just buying things just to buy them. And I remember my dad would tell me, ay Sergio, like, compras demasiado cosas, ni tienes tiempo a usar las cosas que compras, no tienes tiempo a apreciar las cosas que tú tienes. And I would always kind of like give him like side eye. And now I kind of feel like, oh, my dad was true, because my dad would be like, you just keep consistently buying things, but you don't take a time to appreciate the item. And so now, like, when I go shopping, I definitely appreciate a lot of the things that I have. Like, you remember this trench coat, you remember this trench coat. But I think for me, I definitely take a step back, and I really appreciate the things that I have, and I like to have my moments with them. I feel like I don't have to consistently buy things all the time, and especially during sale season, especially when it was like 60 plus whatever discount, or like, you know, X, Y, and Z. I just feel like I would always buy things on sale, and sale would put, you know, it includes FOMO, embarrassed to say no, buying things for the brand or for the price, buying things that didn't fit me properly. I think buying things on sale has to do with everything on this list that kind of covers the whole video. But I would say buying things on sale was a really bad shopping habit that I had. I do buy things on sale, I still do, but I have to make sure it fits me. I like the item, it's versatile, it's gonna go with my wardrobe, it's perfect. If it doesn't work for my lifestyle, I'm not gonna purchase it. You guys know I have a very clean cut, very relaxed, chill style. It's very casual, but it's very elevated and dressed up in a sense. Like, I can wear denim and a shirt and loafers with a blazer, you know what I mean? It's casual, but it's casual more dressed up. I'm not super dressed up, but I'm also never dressed down. It's kind of somewhere in the middle. But that was one of the worst shopping habits that I had, was just buying things on sale. And I don't buy things on sale. I always ask myself, would I buy this full price, and or is it worth it full price? I would say yes. And that also goes with, like, you know, I look at things now. I look up the materials. Is it made out of polyester? Is it made out of rayon? Is it made out of wool? Is it made out of cashmere? Is it made out of cotton? I look at the blends of things now. That's not something that I would never ever do. I would think, oh, just because it's designer, just because it's contemporary, I would just buy it thinking that it was good quality, when 9 times out of 10, check that care label, because I have definitely had my fair share of ruined clothes or things that didn't last me just because I didn't look at the care instructions, or I didn't look at how the item was made and what, like, materials. Number 8 shopping habit that I had that was really bad was buying things for employee discounts or employee sales. So like Neiman Marcus would have like employee sales, and I would have my friends be like, oh my god, what'd you buy? Like, can I buy something off of you? Or my friends would work at this designer store, at this contemporary store. Oh my god, I get 60% off here, I have 70% off here, I get 80% off here, I got this and that. When you work retail, when you make a lot of friends, you know, sometimes y'all be switching discounts, y'all be doing yourselves favors. It happens all the time. But I would be caught up of buying things just because it was the employee discount, when in reality I probably didn't even want anything from the brand. I never considered buying something from the brand, and that was a really bad shopping habit. I would buy it just because it was from an employee sale, and I felt like I had something exclusive, something that nobody could get, like the public couldn't get. So it would kind of like boost my ego. I would feel like, oh my god, yes. But in reality, a lot of those items that I bought from employee sales, I either sold, gave away, or it's sitting in my closet. So that was a really bad shopping habit that I definitely had. Number 9 is another one too. Another bad shopping habit was I always felt like I had to keep the items updated. And I'm going to be using Tory Burch as an example. So Tory changes her handbags every like 24 months, from the Kira to the Lees to the Robinsons to the Perrys. Every single line from Tory Burch, within anywhere from 6 to 24 months, it has a modification. The Kira bag has been modified 3 times. The McGraw crossbody has been modified. So I always felt like, oh my god, I have the outdated version of the McGraw. Even though the bag is still made, they changed a little bit of it. So now I feel like I have to sell the older version to buy the newer version. And that's not something that I don't care about anymore. Like if then from the day after, like if my Tory Burch Eleanor, if they change the style just slightly, I'm not gonna lose sleep over it. I'm not going to be like, I have to sell this. I mean, I wouldn't sell it because it's signed by Tory, but I wouldn't, you know, I wouldn't stress about it. When maybe back then, especially when I first started, I would definitely be like, I have to sell it, I have to get rid of it, I have to have the newest, I have to have the most current. Or like even Burberry clothes, that was another example. When they went from Christopher Bailey to Riccardo Tisci Burberry, I felt like I had to have Riccardo Tisci. I don't want anything from Christopher Bailey. That's old, the old tag, the old label. No, 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 no. It has to be new Burberry with the new logo, with the new everything. And I feel like I had to keep up with that. I don't know why, because in reality, the day-to-day person doesn't care. And the people that work in fashion or on YouTube and stuff, they don't really care. I don't know, maybe that was just something that I had stuck in my head. But now I don't care if a bag gets modified slightly, if a jacket gets modified slightly. I don't care. And the worst shopping habit that I had, which is number 10, is I would buy things for content. I would buy things for YouTube channel. I would buy things for TikTok. I would buy things for, you know, X, Y, and Z, for Instagram stories. I don't do that. That is probably the worst shopping habit that I had. I want to make a haul. I want the haul to be bigger. Let me buy unnecessary things that I don't want, don't need, and I don't care about after it's stuck in my closet. You know how many things I have bought and that I don't care about anymore? But also, like I said, my shopping habits have changed. But yes, I would buy things for content, but I don't do that anymore. That is probably the most stupid, superficial thing that I feel like I have ever said on my YouTube channel. But like I said, I'm growing, I'm learning. I don't do any of these things anymore. I just learn from them, and my shopping habits are a lot different, but that's a whole other video for a whole other day. But yes, these are luxury shopping habits that was keeping me poor. Not necessarily poor, but you guys know what I mean. These are just really bad habits that I had that would make me feel like a hamster wheel, consistently having to buy new things, get rid of things, having this, having that. And now I just, man, no me importa. I'm just like, I love what I have, I appreciate what I have, and I'm gonna use the item, and I don't really care, if you ask me. But I would love to hear your thoughts and your opinions down below. What were some bad shopping habits that you guys had? Do you guys relate to any of these that I have? Do you guys not relate to any of them? Have you been good with shopping? Have you not? I feel like everybody has had like their little phase of bad shopping habit, but I feel like mine was a little bit more extreme. Like I said, I felt like I didn't grow up with a lot of designer items. That's something that I always wanted. So the moment that I could and I have the money to spend, I would consistently do it. But now I kind of like, now that I'm more mature, now that I'm like 23, I feel like, you know what, relájate, Sergio. Appreciate things you have, buy things here and there. You know, I still buy maybe like, I still buy things frequently, but just not like a haul every other week, a haul every week. I can definitely make a haul like every month with the things that I buy, maybe anywhere from like 3 to 10 items that I buy as far as like clothing, shoes, bags, accessories, whatever. But it's nowhere near excessive how it used to be. Yeah, I would love to hear your thoughts and your opinions down below. I definitely was a little bit more vulnerable in this video, but I know I'm not the only one that's had these shopping habits. I want to say thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure to you guys to DM me any questions that you guys have. I would love to answer them, and the video will go out on Black Friday, so you still guys have a few days to DM me any questions you guys have, or you guys can email me. It'll be in the description box. I want to say thank you so much for watching this video, guys. I love and I appreciate each and every single one of you. But I would love to hear your bad shopping habits that you guys had. And yeah, guys, stay tuned for the rest of November, and I'll be doing Vlogmas in December, so you'll be seeing a little bit more content from me. I want to say thank you so much for watching this video, guys. I love and care for each and every single one of you. Y los miro hasta la próxima video. Bye, guys, and take care.